Just thought it was a really good game. I thought the Marist team did a tremendous job of fighting back into the game when they were down by 19. I think they rebounded really well. Obviously, Prescott went off. I give them a ton of credit for playing as hard as they did. Could have been easy for them to fold up the way the season has been going, and they didn't. Credit to their coaching staff, credit to their players.
Questions?
You know, Coach, this is a Marist team that's desperate for a win. When they come out early, I think Prescott had the first 8 points of the half. What's going through your mind?
I thought the way we finished the half that we were going to be in for a battle, because I think we had a big lead, and then, you know, for our team, we've gone through this a lot of times. We'll take a defensive lapse or two in a row once we have a lead. We think the game's over a lot of times. I think the immaturity of our team really shows in that area. Gave you guys, I think, 2 or 3 open threes down the stretch of the first half. And once you do that, for good offensive players, the basket goes from this big to this big. And, you know, credit to them, they made shots, and Prescott just had his, you know, career day so far.
Coach, were you trying to get more shots inside today? Seemed to be more passes before your shots today.
Yeah, we were trying to go inside a little bit more today and just get our big guys going a little bit and try to, like, do a better job of working that part of our game. I know we can get jump shots anytime we want, and I didn't think we came out shooting the ball too well either. And sometimes on the road, I think you need to establish inside out, and that's what we try to do.
What about the defensive job you guys did against them? You held them to 3 two-point field goals in the first half.
I think they take more than half the shots as threes, especially in league play they've been doing it, or more recently with their injuries they've been doing that. So we kind of wanted to defend the three-point line better. I thought the problem we had is when we defended the three-point line, we reached so much on drives that I think some shots that weren't going to have a chance to go in, we put them on the foul line with the last-second reach when guys were, you know, trying to shoot over 2 or 3 of our guys. You think you have to make them make the basket, and we didn't. And that's, you know, again, credit to them for being aggressive.
With Prescott shooting really well, did you change your defensive strategy or try to double him?
Yeah, we tried to do it the last couple of minutes, and I think we tried to get his touches a little tougher down the end, and I think that helped us a little bit. He was hitting everything. Even when we were trying to double him, I thought double wasn't good. He split it and made a good play. He was coming off fadeaways, off screens, through gaps, 1-footers. You know, it's like I felt like I was watching a game at the park when guys are really feeling it and just get going. He did a great job.
Have you seen an opposing offensive performance like that in the MAAC this year?
No.
Norris Cole.
Norris Cole, Cleveland State I've seen it against, but not in the MAAC.
This is probably the best you've seen in the MAAC then.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Coach, how'd you feel Mike Glover played today? Seemed to be going inside a lot.
Spotty. I thought Mike did some, you know, brought some energy, struggled finishing a little bit, struggled at the foul line a little. Defensively, had a couple of lapses that in that first half hurt us, but I think he came ready to play. I just think he didn't have one of his better games, and again, I have to credit Marist for being aggressive with him and physical with him, and got a lot of body contact on his shots. A lot of calls weren't being made, so he's got to finish through that. And I don't think he did as good a job as normal finishing through it, although, you know, he still gave us a solid game.
Coach, you pressed most of the game today. Was that the game plan?
It's kind of who we are, to be honest with you. We like to, it helps me play more players, and I just like to play with energy. I think when we come out that way, we start the games with more energy than just sitting back. And we're not, our overall size isn't great. So if we just, you know, set up in half court all the time, I don't think it would be advantageous to the team we have this year.
Coach, where does Marist lack in the middle, which why you would attack them and down low today? Where do they?
I'm not going to say anything that they lack. I just think that's something that I think we're good at. I think Mike Glover can score on anybody. I think Alejo Rodriguez is playing better and getting healthier as the season goes on, and we're trying to get him some touches and opportunities as well. And Chris Pelcher came off the bench for us, and he had really been struggling, and came in and played some really solid minutes late in the game for us.
Anything else?
Yeah, one last thing. I know some Marist officials weren't happy with that last bucket with like a second left. Any thoughts on that if you had that possession to do over?
Listen, you don't practice something like that. I mean, you know, I'm new to this team. We practice and working on so much. The reality is the guy who was guarding the guy on the basket double-teamed the ball in the corner. He just threw the ball out of his hands. We're not going to run on the court and stop the kid. You know, you tell kids not to take it at that point in the game, but, you know, kid's not. You know, he's coming in off the bench. He's open for a layup. He's not thinking anything about it. He's not trying to make a basket either way. It's just a reaction play.
Coach, what do you think of Scott Nishado's play today?
Scott was terrific in the second half. I thought he came up really big with baskets and passes, and really played with more leadership and energy than I've seen in a couple of games. I thought he responded really well after not having a great game last time out. I was really proud of him.
Coach, every year they say the MAAC's wide open, but This year, it looks like you got three teams, including yourself, tied for second, 10 and 5. You have 9 and 6, and of course you have Fairfield at top. What do you think about how the MAAC tournament's going to shape up?
Honestly, I think people who have said that in the past are really right. I mean, I could look at any team in the league for one night can beat anyone. And I really think the 7 teams, probably they could win 2 or 3 nights in a row. I think it's that close. But there's no one that can't be beat, and there's no one that can't win. It's a great league.
We good?
Thank you guys very much.